Hey everybody, this is Grace. Pardon the way I'm doing this video, but with what's going on in the world today, yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing the stay at home, and it's April 8th, 2020, and so this is the way I'm doing my videos, most of them. But it's a little late in the day. It's 7:46 p.m. Today our high here was 95 degrees. Yeah, April 8th, 95 degrees. So, wow. Yeah. But anyway, I thought I'd come out even though at this time, but I haven't been out today. And I was just watching MSNBC, and they were talking about all the disinformation that's being put out there. Yeah, it disgusted me so much I thought I'd come out and do a video on a different topic. I made some notes this morning about it, but that just really, wow, people already. Yeah, anyway. In this video, I wanted to talk really about it's a situation I have personally seen, and it's just, to me, it seems like any kind of crisis, and this is not my first time with any kind of crisis. I'm 56. That you start to notice what some people really are like. Now, people don't always act right during any kind of crisis. But you start to see things that maybe they've lost their filter. You know, they just say things, and you realize how they've maybe held it down for years, and you really see things that just surprise you about people that you've known for maybe years. Like, for instance, I saw somebody who was really being this is online now since it's social distancing and it's not anybody in my household, say something that was very racist, okay, making fun of basically different ethnic groups' accent, let's say. Not really their accent, but yeah, you could say that. It was just so disgusting. And this person continues to do things. That was the latest. Yeah. All right, let me get to this topic. And when I say you, I don't mean you. It's just the way I speak. Tell these kind of hypothetical, fictional scenes. Now, just, since so much these days may be online for those who are stay at home, imagine you're in some group like a Facebook group or wherever that is kind of local. A lot of people, maybe you know some of them, you knew some of them. There's no, it's kind of local, but it's for a variety of people. And, you know some of them, like I said, some of them are good, you like them. Some of them are bad, you don't like them. But you don't block anybody because there's some kind of information that you may need or want that any of them, bad or good, would say. So you don't block anybody, and it might be important. And the thing, the whole conversation might not make any sense if you block somebody. And so you don't. And there's just this one person who is that like it's pretty much, I've seen all my life, is say somebody who's very abusive, kind of behind the scenes, but only to certain people. Don't we all know some like this? But some people, like they're flying monkeys, think that they're the greatest thing in the world, and that they're not at all abusive. They're such sweet and gentle. This person's such a sweet and gentle person, and so helpful, and so on and on. And some people are kind of indifferent or whatever, don't really know them or whatever. But you know a lot more behind the scenes of what this person is really about. Okay, so say you've been with this group or on this group for a while, and there's just one person that does seem to be the main one, It has all their flying monkeys, has all her, let's say it's a woman, and she's an older woman, she should know better, but she has all of her flying monkeys, and they're always doing, giving her what she wants, okay, and she's during this crisis that we're all under, like I said, April 8th, 2020, she starts off by doing things online The first one is to say that she can't stay home because she's an essential worker. Okay. Now you personally know, with no doubt, she is not the essential worker that has to go out and work. Okay, you know for a fact that she can do her job from home. So you know for a fact that she is lying. And you have known her for a long while, and you know that she loves to let people, to make people, in a way, think that she is so giving. She is such a giving person. And she's been doing this for many years, many years. That she's so loving and giving and caring, that she's such a martyr for the cause, and she's out there with she's a frontline worker when she's not. Okay, now you don't know that she's not out there working. You know that she doesn't have to be out there working. Okay, she can do her job from home. So, given that you know for a fact this, I want to point that out. So you and all the other people wouldn't know if she's actually sitting at home, doing her job at home, from home, but telling everybody, because they don't know either. Nobody has gone to her house to see if she actually goes to work. But she's getting all of this attention because that's how she is. And you know it for a fact. And this is how she is. You are one of those who's not her flying monkey. You're one who doesn't believe her. You're the one who knows for a fact she's abusive. Okay. So, say you were that person. I'm not giving anybody any advice. This is just, I said, kind of hypothetical, kind of. But, what would you do? Would you say something? Now, some people would say that because she knows you're on there, she's trying to basically bait, B-A-I-T, you, into, what are you going to do? You can't prove it. If you say anything, her flying monkeys will jump on you, and you can't prove that she's actually sitting there at home trying to get all this attention by saying she has to go out there. She's a frontline worker, and nobody else can verify it or has verified it. She's actually out there. So, yeah. And like I said, this type, okay, so she does that. And then she even goes deeper another time. People give her sympathy, even some who are kind of indifferent, some who aren't, give her all this sympathy and, oh, poor you, and thank you for being, saying things like, thank you for being one of our frontline workers out there doing, and nobody knows that her job is not one of those. Even her job could be done from home. No doubt. They don't know that. They don't know that that's her job. She's trying to put it off as she's even above her, what she really does. She's not letting anybody know, and she's not stating it out flat, but she's hinting at it. You know how they have, like on Facebook, you can change like your picture, you can put this little frame around it. She uses one of those that, yeah, it's quite a bit of a lie. Okay. But yeah. And, it just goes on from there. Just keeps doing this kind of thing. Okay, but now from the beginning, she did do something that, it's like trying to bait you, like I said. She wants you to take the bait. And just keeps pushing it and keeps pushing and keeps doing this, knowing that you could out her. You say, well, actually, your job isn't that. Your job is this. This is what you do for a living. And you would think people would say, oh, wow, unbelievable. But this type, all their flying monkeys. And like I said, this person also went to that extreme of being extremely racist, knowing you do not appreciate that. Who is it this day and age? Seriously, the lowest life forms, if you ask me. Okay, as always, really. It's always been the lowest life forms. But overall, this person is really trying to bait you. You're trying to draw you in. Now, you hear people these days talk about that during some kind of crisis like this pandemic, the people who are narcissistic or whatever, they try to hoover you back in. Now, some think that that's, like, say it's You know, you were in a relationship and you divorced um, your narcissistic person, the narcissistic person in your life. You divorced them, and they're trying to hoover you back in to be with them. You know, but they might not be trying to get back with you, but they're trying to set it up so they can be back. They can be back at you. They can get at you in a different way, you know, or both. They try to reel you in, and then they're going to just get back at you for what you've done in the past. You know, the whole breakup and the whole divorce, and let's just say if it's not even a marriage or any kind of romantic relationship of the past, it was a family member. It can be a friend who's just trying to get back at you for something that you've done in the past, like go no contact. They try to reel you in so they can, in turn around and say no contact. And especially if they can get it in a group to where they're the ones who say it. So they're baiting you because you went no contact. They're trying to bait you so you would say something, so then they can tell you, do not contact me. And they have all these witnesses. Yeah. Some of us see something like that, and we know, but at the same time, you think all these people are being fooled by this monster. Okay, fooled into giving them all this sympathy and all this empathy. But different people would react in different ways. I'm well aware of it. You know, depending. No two situations are exactly the same. No two ways people can handle it or should handle it should be the same. Okay, but if you can sit there and recognize it and do what's best for you. Okay, now I've grappled over that for years. You know, these people, you know, this type, they go out there and they just keep spreading this stuff, this lies and whatever, everything, and there's nothing to stop them. Okay, but at the same time, weighing that they can be very dangerous, you know, and truly do you even more harm. Okay, and now this time I'm going to talk more about in another video about the communal narcissist, and I've seen too many of that type, but I really want to think more about how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do, you know, talk about it more, and to try to not give out any misinformation or disinformation. But yeah, some of these, this is what they do. They want to make people think that they're such good, decent people, and the other ones are bad. The other people that they've, you know, the ones, they're victims, past, present, yeah, victims, that they're the bad ones. And okay, and they'll do anything to seriously anything that they'll set up. Say, for example, this one. How many people who have been on Facebook know about these things that you can, it's like little funny tests you can take, and there are different types of them. I don't want to really name any of them, but you can say, you know, like test, what would you be what would you look like in your 90s? Or, you know, what's your best personality trait? Things like along this line. And people post them, and, you know, they do the little tests and they post them. These are all basically, these aren't scientific. These are just something, you know, it's going to be random. In my experience is random. You can put in just one different little answer in the next one, and or not, and it gives you the same thing, whatever. And well, imagine this person, okay, who is extremely, actually, let's say the things that this person does. Say if this person is telling everybody they're an essential employee during something like this, seriously, they can do it from home. But say it's an office manager who's forcing her people in her office, you know, the employees, the staff, to work from the office in something like this, when they don't have to. They can all work from home. Okay, and we'll fire the people if they don't. This is the type of person, okay. Personally, I see this type of person really, I'm not diagnosing or anything, but but more of a, like a psychopath. Yeah. The behaviors of, I'm not diagnosing any, but seriously, some of the things, say like, a whole lot of things this person has done like that during various types of crises, to that puts other people in danger so they can benefit, or just for various reasons. They love that power and control and to show that they have it. But too many people think, oh, they're just doing it because, they find some reason to say it. And then she's going to say that, oh, poor me. You wouldn't believe how hard it was on me to make such a decision, but I had to. It plays the victim. Yes. Now imagine this person, back to that little thing that you can, these little tests you can put up, what it says about you and all this stuff. And that person, this woman, I'm saying this woman, she does one that states she is not a narcissist. She's not at all narcissistic because she's so loving and giving, and yeah, she knows how to do it. She knows what to put in to make herself look like she's so loving and giving and, the best person on the planet, and it's so sweet and nice, and yeah, and you know it. You know she's none of that. You know personally. You've been her victim. You are her survivor. So, but yeah. Okay, I was looking at my notes here. Now, in a situation like that, and you think something hits you right away that says, oh, here she goes. She's baiting me. B-A-I-T-I-N-G. Baiting me. And you don't want to believe that. You might not want to. You want to say, no, I don't think so. I've been no contact. I went no contact with this person years ago. But something hits you and says, some would call it an instinct or survival instinct. It says this person, she or whoever, is trying to bait me. Okay? And I have felt this way in my life before, when somebody was trying to target, make me their target, and I did not want to think that. And the other way, when it just is so subtle, it's far too often so subtle. Not always, but it can, it often is, in my experience at least, that it might make you feel a little bit paranoid, or others, if you tell others, this person is saying all that, to try to bait me, try to whatever, reel me in or whatever. They're going to say, no, that's all you in your head. And that's the bad thing. That's how you might start off, is thinking, no, it's all in your head. And yeah, then the next one happens, and the next one. But if it's something that you've known this person to do, it's easier down the road. It gets easier to be able to tell they're trying to hoover you for whatever reason. Like I said, it might be they want to be, act like they want to be back with you, but it could be they want to get back at you, both, or both. But yeah, let me see if I got more notes here. But yeah, not taking the bait can be difficult. I know this time I felt like outing this woman for everything she was lying about. And I had to stop myself, because I could feel it. Of course I can't prove it because I'm not going to do anything, but I could feel it, that this was one who wanted to make sure the whole world saw her she wants to do that. I went no contact with her years ago, and she wants to say that. She wants so bad to say that in front of all these people so she can say she was the one. She's been waiting for years to do this to me. Not happening. But, there's different responses for different reasons for different people. Like I said, not one size does not fit all. But anyway, it's starting to get dark. I don't know if I'm going to put some kind of visual effect on this, but yeah, it's starting to get dark. I really needed to come out and just do a video. That was on my mind earlier today. It's been on my mind with all this stuff going on. And, but yeah, I also need to just shake off that thought. I want to do videos more about the people who are putting out this disinformation. Oh my goodness, it's like those conspiracy theorists, I don't even want to give them the name name theorists. They're coming out in droves and just, oh man, so many people are suffering, so many people are dying, and then they have so many people who are left, the people who are dying, this is just fact, so many people are dying, and then these POSs start their BS. Boy, I think you can all figure that out. There's that nervous laughter, but yeah, that kind of thing really actually makes me very nervous, that then some people are going to listen to this crap, take it, and say, oh, we can just start going out there and doing everything, when the experts, the actual voices of authority are saying, no, you can't. No, this would be the worst thing. And then what's going to happen? It's going to start all over again. And more people, more deaths, more people losing loved ones, more people having to stay at home, more people starving, not having enough money. Here in North Texas, which is this area, not too far, actually, we see, well, anyway, they're having people who have never felt hunger before in their lives, and they're feeling it because of this. They don't have the money. And then you're going to have these ignorant people go around talking about how it was such a conspiracy and a hoax again, bringing this back up, saying it's a hoax and it's a hype and all that. No, it's not. Come on, just, I could go on, and I will at some point probably. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I'll talk to you on another video. Okay, I wanted to add a little bit, in case I didn't make it clear, that about watching MSNBC, they were talking about people who were giving out this disinformation. They weren't giving it out. They were talking about people. And I think his name is Chris Hayes. He's right before Rachel Maddow. Yeah. So I want to make that clear. They were talking about people who are giving out this disinformation. It's disgusting. So anyway, enough for this video.